Okay. So went from not being able to go anywhere, not being able to talk, not being able to see anybody, not being able to hang out with anybody, not being able to go anywhere because it's just too much most of the time. Took steps, took a lot of different type of steps. And the way I did it is not just best for everybody because I'm more of an abrupt person where if I'm doing something and then I completely stop it for a little while and then do it again, it makes it easier to get into my body than other methods. Like when people just get on things, they stay on them for a long period of time, their body naturally allows it to adjust to them. My body's not like that. It's never been like that. Um, when I say it got bad, it was less everything around me and more, well, everything around me, yeah, but it was more myself and the way I took everything in, the way my body handling the environment it lived in. At the point, it was like stasis. So it's a lot of isolation, a lot of being separate from the world, not being able to communicate with anybody. Phone call alone, talking to anybody on a phone call would drive me insane. The pain would be so much the next day that it was just not waking up. I was just not be able to sleep. I've been on a lot of different types of medication, and best medication I'm on now is more just preventative strike and giving my body a little more hand up than what it was. Trying instead of trying to worry about all the different problems I had or all the different gifts I had that were all accumulating into me not being able to handle the world. Handling it is getting up every day. Handling it is doing something even if it's nothing. Handling it is waking up, opening your eyes, and not taking the easy way out. Someone looked at my medication and told me that I was taking it the easy way out. No, I was just taking a brief moment of time for myself where I needed that hand up, where I needed the medication to be different, or I needed the medication to be the medication at that time, a crutch that I needed to rely on. And the sooner you take some of it away, the sooner you add different things to it. But today I'm a lot more functioning. I don't get out like everybody, but I do get out sometimes. And most of the time, I'm not sleeping all the time anymore. Most of the time, I can sleep. I'm not making myself stay up all the time when I'm unable to sleep. Once the injection I tried was when I first tried it, it was experimental, and there's a lot of people that the injection could help more than most. That's not what people take it as. It's not what people believe it as, and it's just like everything else. It takes a chance, and sometimes it needs you to take a chance on it. Like you need to take a chance on it. It takes a chance on you. The injection I took at first would connect to my body so unbearable that to a point where me working and not working, it was just like all my muscles felt like they were getting punched at the same time. It was like I was suffocated to a point in my whole body that it's like I relied on the injection, but I didn't rely on it. Like when I first started taking it, I couldn't completely just keep taking it. I had no choice but to stop because it was getting to the point in my health where if I would have kept taking the injection, it would do more harm to my body than good. I experiment with a few things here or there, but nothing really serious. I'm not a chemist. I don't make cocktails. I just take what the handle feeds. If it wasn't for the medication I'm on now and the injection I take, I wouldn't be half the person I was today. It helped me in ways that I didn't even know it would, even when it was tormenting me. I'd say go on with what you're trying to do and just keep on trying to do it. There's not really an inner and buts about it. Like you don't if you can't get something done, do it another day. That is my third coffee. I had a few cigarettes and smoked two joints. Took my medication today. I'm gonna take it tonight and tomorrow. Sometimes I had to close my eyes and close my mouth and close my feelings to see what was really helping. Sometimes when I stop it for myself, it shows me how much it really truly was helping, and at that point I can make my own mind about me doing what I know that was best for me, even when I didn't know it was best for me at the time. And you can't listen to other people besides the people that are there to truly help you. Like a lot of my family or a lot of people around me, friends and family, or just didn't really understand any of it. They got their own things going on. They're dealing with their own stuff, and they just no one can understand the place that you're in life. Most people can try to say they do, but in the end of the result, no one understands who you are but you. And the help that you go get today could be the help that you needed before you even knew you needed it. If I would have been the man I was without any of the help that I've gotten, I would still be in my bed, curled up in a ball, not getting out, and the sounds echoing to my head in such a way that it was disturbing for all things would ever hear. We're all gifted in different ways, and not all those gifts are something that's easy to get through life with. But sometimes it's something that's needed in life more than you could ever imagine. I had a friend, she told me that she was upset that her daughter, that she gave her daughter the way her daughter is. And I told her, no, you didn't give your daughter anything. There's a certain DNA that extends down to genetics has little to do with the gifts that children receive and the gifts their parents have. Or she may be similar to you in some ways, but within that, she's more like herself than anyone else could ever be more like themselves. Not one situation, argument, or conclusion can determine any situation. There's no fact and no fiction about it. It's all about what you perceive and the way your body needs to be perceived. I took on hobbies. I never thought I'd be able to do a hobby. There's things I looked at that I wanted to do that I never thought I'd even get a chance to do because I'm incapable of even getting out of my bed. The isolation I had, I needed more than myself realized it. Not just for the world around, but for myself itself. Myself for of itself. Like I got all this help, and without it, I wouldn't be me. The me that I recognized from a long time ago, it's like me again. Training and meditation can only go so far. Medication can only go so far. If you're not willing to go that far with it, then none of this will going to work unless you want it to, unless you need it to, unless it needs to work for you. If I go down this path again, maybe I would have probably done it the exact same way. Maybe ask for help a little bit sooner. But I thought maybe the elongated fact that I waited for help is more of a reason why it helped me more than it did later on, and it did. But I chose for that help. I asked for that help. And if you're too young to realize it, you can't. You get things that you just handed to that you won't be appreciative of in the future. You want to make your own decisions in life. You don't want other people making them for you. When you finally ask for help and you finally accept it, sometimes it doesn't even feel like it's working. And other times it doesn't even feel like it matters or does. But I'm glad I asked for help. And I'm glad I don't care it took 20 years to help me. This is going to take another 10 just to come back the way I was from where I was, from before I was. I don't get emotions or thoughts or the way that other people act, but I'm still myself and I still like who I am. I may pick up more things than I can handle, but at this point, I don't think there's anything that I can pick up that I can't handle now.